The original Magna Carta had 63 clauses, and you can see, looking at it, that right in the middle is this very powerful statement about the importance of the rule of law.
This clause in particular, clause 39, we don't have a written constitution in this country, so this thing that feels like our kind of human rights is something that we have to learn, protect and sustain through every generation. The work's called Writ in Water, which alludes to John Keats' gravestone in Rome. He was so despairing of his legacy that he instructed those words to be written on his gravestone. I'm working with the architect studio Octopi. We've chosen to work with materials and aggregate from the surrounding area, so it hopefully feels like it belongs very much in its place. It's a round building. It's kind of conceived as the most basic mazes in a sense. It's circular and it's got an outer and inner wall. The entranceway faces due north, and then you can choose to go left or right, and then you get fed round, and then there's another entrance into an inner space in which is a round reflecting pool. So the central idea is that around this round pool will be clause 39, but it will be inscribed upside down and back to front, so you read it in the water. And all the measurements are in cubits. I quite like the idea of using an ancient measure, and a cubit is that distance from one's elbow to one's fingers. But I thought it'd be quite nice to have something that had some very physical relation to oneself.
Mark is well known for having a voice, for having things to say, for being political, and this is a political landscape. This is, arguably this is the place where politics in a modern sense was born, so what better artist to have intervene in this sort of landscape?
It is a place where I could genuinely have a break from the external world. It's a chance to kind of think about things more deeply, and perhaps especially the message of Magna Carta, which is contained within.
It's offering something that isn't finalised. It's almost like a question in itself that asks as much of how you think about the world and the history than it's telling you.
The real joy, I think, is going to be to see other people's reactions to it. And it's only when you actually see other people experiencing them, you can kind of then really sort of start to see what actually has been created.
To actually be inside something that for 5 years or so has just been this abstract series of drawings, and something to be within. Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. That's not one I've had before, no.